Hi there, I'm Jeff Smith. Kaylee has the night off. As we come on the air tonight, we are tracking your alert day forecast. Take a look behind me as we continue to take a look at WTOL 11 Doppler radar and some of those waves, the snow clearing up in parts, but we're all looking ahead to school time tomorrow morning and that morning commute. We've got live team coverage across the region for you. WTOL 11 Defender tracking the crash that has I-475 shut down at Dussel Drive. Laura Sandlin, she's monitoring the conditions on the roads right now. But first, we want to start with our team of meteorologists, Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers and John Birchfield in studio with me. So Chris, start us off with that snow still coming down. Where is it falling the fastest and where's it headed next?
Batch now just moving south and east of the Toledo Metro. There's going to be one more batch of snow that's going to be along that actual Arctic front, that Alberta Clipper that we've been telling you is going to race into the area. Overall, though, briefly, it's been a messy situation for some areas depending on where you are. Quick burst of snow came in right on schedule, and where we're seeing the steadiest of the snow now streaming off of Lake Michigan, and there's been some really gusty winds in the wake of this Arctic cold front, gusting 45 to 50 miles per hour. A little more sensitive version of Doppler radar. Let's take you to Wood County, where we have snow falling that has just come through Bowling Green, beginning to lighten up down I-75 right through about Van Buren over toward Findlay, and some steadier snow that is now into western Sandusky County. That is close to about Woodville, extending down toward Bradner. West Millgrove, you're right in the middle of it. North to about Elmore and Genoa, and headed over toward Oak Harbor. There's been some steadier snow showers. Brief break right now in the Toledo Metro. There still are a few snow showers off to the north and to the west into Lenawee County, where there's been some power outages due to some high wind gusts, and we'll keep an eye on things. Occasionally, there's still the threat that a few snow squalls will be out there. No snow squall warnings at this point, but there's been several of them up north into the thumb of Michigan. Temperature-wise, at or just above freezing, so some of the snow that's fallen has melted, but look at these gusty winds, gusting about 35 to 40 miles per hour, and it will stay windy tonight. Now, this is never meant to be a big snow accumulation risk, around ½ inch of additional snow. Some areas could see an inch to an inch and a half, up to 2 inches up at Hillsdale County through tomorrow evening. But overall, slippery travel will be possible. We've got team coverage on this. Let's send it over to meteorologist John Birchfield. And John, not only the snow, it's really the wind and the cold that are going to pack the impact.
Yeah, really a trio of wintry weather impacts, and the winds are going to last all day long tomorrow, and you are going to feel the wind chill as you're heading out the door in the morning. As Chris mentioned, the chance for a few snow squalls or bursts of snow continuing through about 1 o'clock a.m., but the wind gusts to 45 miles an hour will remain possible, and you are going to feel the change in the temperatures tomorrow as this cold front sweeps on through. Windy weather in the wake of that front, with additional snow showers that may prevail overnight and even through the day tomorrow. Wind chills are going to be in the single digits at daybreak tomorrow, and that feels like remains in the teens throughout the day. Still a very cold feeling Thursday, so make sure to bundle up with the hat, gloves, and scarf. Tonight, snowy and slick conditions are expected, especially with temperatures dropping. The moisture on those roadways could cause a few icy spots, especially on bridges and overpasses. Windy and cold weather on deck for your Thursday, and the long-range outlook actually does feature a nice warm-up that'll melt away any accumulating snow, but please use caution and take it easy on those roadways as our alert day continues tonight. Jeff?
All right, John, thank you very much. We continue to track breaking news right now. All lanes still closed on I-475 north at Dussel in Maumee. Let's take a look at some of the Ohio Department of Transportation cameras that are available. First, I'm going to point you to the direction right here of I-475 northbound traffic. Virtually a parking lot, as we see right there. And then you see the two semis that were involved in this crash earlier. Both of them, you see the wrecker truck coming in and hauling that one away. We're going to continue to keep our eyes on that. Take a look at this video from Defender just a short time ago, and you can see that backup. Defender is getting on the on-ramp from Dussel, going southbound toward Maumee and Perrysburg. That is the parking lot we were talking about on I-475 northbound, approaching the Dussel Road exit. like a parking lot, as we said. We're working to learn whether anybody was hurt, and if so, how seriously. Also breaking at this hour, hundreds of people are without power in Lenawee County. Take a look at this map from Consumers Energy. You can see those areas in the dark just outside of Adrian and Blissfield. The power company has not posted a cause or estimated time of restoration. However, WTOL 11 weather team telling us that there were wind gusts out there around 9:30 tonight of 40 to 45 miles per hour. And check this out. Time-lapse video starting just before 10 o'clock. This is our camera high atop the Fifth Third building in downtown Toledo, and that major snow squall that came in and just basically put its arms around the downtown Toledo region. The snow rolls in, whiteout conditions, but then it cleared up pretty quickly. Let's get back out to the roads right now. WTOL 11 Defender, as we said, headed southbound on I-475. And the good thing to show you right here is that the roads look passable. No problems to speak of right there. In fact, I would even suggest the roads look dry. Laura Sandlin shows us some of the preparation that has gone into getting the roads ready for this winter alert.
It's no surprise, winter is here. And with it, gray skies and cold temperatures. And when conditions are just right,
slick road conditions, that's the biggest thing.
The Ohio Department of Transportation warns winter weather, like snow and rain, can quickly create conditions that pose a threat to drivers. Something Transportation Manager Brian Drew says ODOT prepares for every year.
The crews come in, we get all of our trucks checked over before every storm, make sure all the fluids are topped off, all the lights are working, all that kind of stuff.
ODOT Highway Technician Joshua Dowdy says preparations start inside.
It's just sitting down and looking at the weather forecast very detailedly and seeing what's going to be coming in, when it's going to be coming in, and then we'll basically make a plan of action from there.
Then it's all about what's happening outside. Rain, snow, or sleet, Dowdy says the plan changes with the conditions.
If it looks like we're going to get just snow coming in and temperatures are going to be right, we'll go out and we'll pre-treat all of our roadways so that we've got that little bit of extra window for when it does initially start rolling in.
For Lucas County, 13 ODOT crews work 12-hour rotating shifts, working to stay ahead of the weather.
That we've got some kind of treatment on the road so that the snow and ice doesn't start to adhere to the road right away while we're actually making our rounds.
And when the storm stops, Dowdy says crews have about 2 hours to get the roads back to normal.
And we'll continue that rhythm until the event is over with and all our roads are clean, clear, and back up to traveling speeds.
Laura Sandlin with that report. Crews say they will stay out there until the roads are cleared, and ODOT also asks drivers to be aware and to slow down if you see those green flashing lights when a plow is out there trying to get the job done. As the weather moves through, temperatures, as Chris has said, will drop and the snow will blow thanks to all those wind gusts out there. Also, the wintry weather creates a challenge for shelters dedicated to helping the unhoused. St. Paul's Community Center is expanding its services through its Winter Crisis Program. That means adding space for up to 45 more people.
The idea here, Steve, is that we don't want to wake up one morning and find out that people have been freezing to death out there. So this is why we're doing this. We want people, first of all, to be safe, to be warm, to be fed, and to be treated with dignity and with respect.
St. Paul's urges anybody who can donate winter supplies, hygiene items, or funds to support their mission during this critical time. Oh, we may be prepping for more winter weather here in the Glass City, but over in Ashtabula County, they are still trying to recover from the last bout of snow over Thanksgiving. More than 5 feet in the last several days, and there's more to come. In fact, the city manager of Ashtabula, right there in Ashtabula County, says the town is doing the best it can, but right now they're running out of places to put all the snow.
I've never seen anything like this. You know, you hear about the big snows, but in other communities, they have huge trucks. They have a lot of different types of equipment to remove snow like this. In small town, Northeast Ohio, you know, I don't think anybody in Northeast Ohio is really prepared for 5 foot of snow in about a 48-hour period.
The Ohio Department of Transportation and 3 private contractors were called in to try to help haul all that snow away, but they say it's taking some time. The city manager says sometimes plows are having to go down roads 6 or more times just to clear it, and they have 90 miles of roadway to deal with. Our weather team is working around the clock to keep you updated on the latest conditions for closings and delays should they come about tomorrow. Make sure that you have the free WTOL 11 weather app downloaded and be the first to know. Our meteorologists post custom updates and they track the weather as it develops.